Hey there, Rednecks, Preppies, Redneck Preppies. It's me, the Redneck Preppy. How you doing today? Great. Good. We are back, friends, with another Rage at bubba'd's video after we spun up the Preppyotron 1000 to cough up another bunch of mangled firearms. With no further delay, let's get into it. Okay, up first, something that we've been seeing a lot of lately, the Poser Thompson submachine gun. This time the donor, or sacrificial victim if you prefer, was a humble AR-15. I know what you're saying, Redneck, this doesn't look so bad. Take a closer look at the rear of the rifle. Notice how low that buttstock is compared to the optic? This one should be fun to shoulder, or armpit, I suppose. Now next up, a meme gun if I ever saw one. I hope this was a reproduction percussion cap rifle. But regardless, I don't understand the point of modernizing one, if that's what you want to call this atrocity. Hell, there even looks to be a laser mounted on the pick rail in front. I got nothing else here. Bad idea. Lame implementation. Now, I'll give you 10 guesses if you can tell me what this rifle originally began life as. Go ahead, write them down. I'll be plenty surprised if you get it right. Ready for the answer? It was a Kar 98K. No, really. This is one of those efforts where I'm wondering if I should be impressed by the amount of work in the end result or shaking my head at the amount of work in end result. Either way, another lady of history is gone for good. It's a day that ends with Y, so another attempt at a faux P90, this time crafted out of an M4. I don't get the fascination that some people have with P90s. I guess I'll blame it on Stargate SG-1. Either way, ugly real rifle, ugly attempt at a clone of one. It's been about 5 minutes since we had a molested bullpupped SKS-45, so here's one for you. I have to admit, as examples go, it's not that bad. But as I always say, they don't make any more of these, and they're constantly increasing in value. Speaking of bullpups, I do believe that this is a first for this series, a bullpupped revolver. I'm rarely at a loss for words when looking at this stuff. I mean, I've seen so much now. But honestly, I don't know where to start with this. The high school woodworking class quality stock? Do they still have woodworking classes in schools? I don't know. Or should I focus on the superb metal work? I'm sure it's safe to fire. I just don't know why you'd want to. Have you ever heard of the Habsburg jaw? Thanks to an extensive inbreeding amongst members of the Spanish Habsburg dynasty, they suffered a number of physical deformities such as prominent jaws, as evidenced by Charles II, the last king of the dynasty, and this fine specimen before you. This Mosin Nagant M9130 is the firearms version of that. The thing that made me laugh out loud wasn't the PVC tube quality rear stock, but rather the inclusion of a sling swivel just behind the bipod. Mwah, chef's kiss. Just awesome. Another fantastic rifle of yesteryear ruined beyond repair. This time it's a Swiss K31. When you consider all the choices made for this build, you realize that none of them were good. Straight pull bolt actions are generally a better idea in theory than practice, but the inherent quality and accuracy of Swiss rifles make up for it, and it turns this one into a real crime. Shame on you, person who did this. Take a look. Take your time. We have as much as you need. Do you see what this is? Yes, this is what your brain is vainly trying to understand. It's a single action, forward cocking AK rifle. Why does this exist? We don't know. Does it work? Well, here's a first for this series, a video of this thing actually functioning exists. I don't know what's worse, that an AK was turned into this, or that someone took that video in portrait mode. For God's sakes, turn the phone sideways, people. Now this is some fine Bubba work if I've ever seen it. Accessories cost a lot of money, no question about it. That new Arca rail and bipod I bought for my CZ457 cost what I consider to be a large amount of money. Had I known you could just grab some steel brackets and make your own foregrip and bipod, I might have saved myself a lot of money. And hey, it even came with free key mod attachment points everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I know some big brain out there is going to say that this was plausible historically, but that's still no excuse for taking a perfectly good Kar 98K, our second of this video, and then welding an attachment to add a Soviet PU scope. If you're going to try and turn your bog standard car into a sniper variant, why not at least get the proper mount and a Repro ZF41 scope? The worst would be that each of these was a genuine World War II artifact that was ruined to create this. Now, there's some debate as to what this was when it was born, but the consensus is that it began life as a Carcano. Italian rifles get absolutely no love. Unfairly, I think. They're still relatively cheap, so don't sit on your hands forever if you have a chance to buy one. But what was done to this was just plain wrong. I don't even want to go over everything that was apparently done to this rifle, so just pause the video and let your eyes run over this abortion. Sir, ye have offended me and questioned my honor. Grab ye Ruger musket 1022 and prepare to duel. Now, this one doesn't bother me much because they've made millions of 1022 since 1964 and continue to do so. I just have one question in response to this. Why, though? It's a big world, and I increasingly don't understand it. Man, AKs aren't getting out alive in this episode. Okay, these pictures are the same rifle with different furniture. Well, not rifle, really. It's a Mac 10. Yes, we're back with Mac 10s being used to make other things. Turned into a clone of an AK. If you've always dreamed of a full auto AK-ish thing chambered in 9mm, well, there's someone out there who can help you out. Bonus, the Mac, which one expert described as fit only for combat in a phone booth, makes your AK clone even less accurate than the real thing. Yes, it's another P90 that was once an AR. I only included this one because the effort was so insanely lazy. Apparently someone thought just including that foregrip was enough. No need to try and change out anything else. Well done. Okay, I'm done with this. A man can only take so much tomfoolery before he's had enough. This entire video was the equivalent of seeing a nice preppy girl go off to college and turn into some blue hair screaming about not respecting her 53rd gender. Guard your children and your firearms well. At any rate, I hope you found today's video to be vaguely entertaining and mildly informative. As always, I hope you never take a look at that wonderful lady of history and decide that you can make something cool. Take care, and bye-bye.